how to live in the moment and be happy. I've written a book on this, helped a lot of people with it. I'm going to tell you 6 specific steps on what to do. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, partners, the world changes. All right, so you're wondering, dude, I feel like I'm just always running crazy. How can I start living in the moment? Fair enough. Good for you for starting and wondering how. The first thing is going to sound really simple, is to just stop and breathe. You're the one who gets to choose how you live your life. And for most of us, most people, especially here in the US, man, we end up in this reactionary shit show where all we're doing is running around, hair on fire, playing whack-a-mole. But if you can say, no, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to transition from a reactive state to a proactive state. And to do that, first and foremost, you have to stop and have that mindset that says, I'm just going to take a breath. I'm going to step back. You're in charge, but this alone has a huge shift in the momentum of where you're going. Okay, second thing, let go of outside expectations. We have a tremendous amount of influence that's pushing us all over the place. You know, from social platforms to social expectations. Then we start factoring in all the stresses that come from the geopolitical and wars and finance and all this other stuff. And all these people are pushing on us on what everybody else is perceiving as what success is, not what we're thinking of success. So the first thing is to take that breath, step back, and transition to a proactive state. Second is start letting go of everybody else's expectations. They're theirs, they're not yours. And this alone will allow you to start being easier, and it'll start giving yourself permission to step back. I spent a lot of time on the channel and my courses at Life on Your Terms, lifeon-yourterms.com, and we talk a lot about these things. But when you can start letting go of other people's expectations, you get to redefine success. And this in and of itself helps create a different set of awareness, but it's also going to allow you to be a lot more present, which is then in turn going to allow you to live more in the moment. So, third thing, step away from your devices. Our devices, cell phones, all this stuff, make no mistake, the same people who design casinos, and if you've ever been in a casino, you go in a casino and it is a full-on assault on your senses, down to pumping oxygen into the rooms. No clocks, carpet that appears to have straight lines but never goes anywhere. Bells, whistles, sirens, all this stuff, stimulating, taking chips and changing dollars for these cute little chips that aren't really, there's the psychology is intense on how to get you to manage you and manipulate you. Same people are building your phones that have, every time you hear a bing, a buzz, a vibrate, things like that. That's why I absolutely hate I have a smartwatch, but I've disconnected it from everything, because I don't want to be in that reactionary state. When I'm in that reactionary state, it is so hard to be present and live in the moment. Every time something vibrates or bings or buzzes, it pulls you out from where you are. You are no longer in the moment. I've been working with a big leadership team where there was a very heated multi-million-dollar discussion going on, and people were arguing, and somebody's phone rings or even just vibrates, and everybody's like, and they're like little Pavlovian dogs. They're like, what were we talking about? It's crazy. So the third thing is step away from your devices. The fourth thing is start embracing an attitude of gratitude. I try and practice this in my morning meditations, when I wake up, and in my meditations, and then before I go to sleep. But the more you can set the intention of how you sleep, you're more rested, you go to sleep being grateful, you wake up feeling grateful, it actually makes your day easier and easier for you to embrace and see those little points of gratitude throughout the day. And a lot of times that's living in the moment. You may say, hey, yeah, I just got a latte, or I just got, wow, this is delicious. And this person here was great at what they were doing, and they happen to be here, and I have the ability to afford to pay for it. This is wonderful. And that's being very, very present. The next thing, number 5, is to give yourself grace when you slip. For most of us, I used to be the king of this. I would like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'd slip, and I'm like, God damn it, you son of a, and I'd beat myself up and call myself all sorts of names in my head. That has zero value. So instead of beating yourself up if you slip, I'm going to encourage you to say, hey, look, cool, I caught myself. All right, good. That's a victory in and of itself. Caught it. We're going to let it go. And then lastly, the 6th point is stick with it. It doesn't have to be hard, but it is a habit, and you will develop it more and more and more and more. So a quick story. I was working with a CEO recently at Thanksgiving, and his young daughter said at the table, just ambushed everybody, said, I want everybody to say what they're grateful for, what they're thankful for on Thanksgiving Day. That's beautiful. I love that. And they went around the table and everybody said what they're thankful for. Her little baby brother was eating a blueberry muffin, and her blueberry muffin, and her baby brother said, well, I'm really grateful, I'm thankful for this blueberry muffin. Now, it made me smile because that was the ultimate of being ultra present. I think about those things. You know, we're not living 10 minutes from now in the future, we're not living 10 minutes in the past. How can we live in the moment here, right now, and be ultra present? I think the greatest gift we can give anybody, including ourselves, is being present. And if you can do that, can you just enjoy that blueberry muffin like nothing else? You're going to get more out of it. It'll have more benefits. So if you found value in this, please subscribe, check out some of the other videos on here. If you have curiosity around our courses and stuff, you're welcome to reach out to lifeon-yourterms.com. Thank you very much for investing the time. Keep smiling.